Josh, get your ass out here.
No!
Do it!
I don't want to do it!
I swear to God, Josh, we have to do this.
It's fucking trash, man!
You don't have a choice. The people need... We have to give the audience what they want.
Fuck the people!
I agree, fuck the people, but we have to do this.
You don't understand, Jace. This movie is ass.
Isn't that why Nostalgia Critic is reviewing it?
Yes. Okay.
Don't
Jace.
worry. Hey, here's the thing. It's Nostalgia Critic talking shit about it.
Okay.
Don't you want to see that?
Yeah. Okay, Jace. This movie is called Food Fight. Jace, you know what Food Fight is?
Not a fucking clue.
It's a 3D animated movie. I know about this because when I was in college, I took a 3D animated class, and they showed clips. They were comparing animation. They showed this movie. It looks awful. It looks like shit. It's got Charlie Sheen, Eva Longoria, Hilary Duff, the guy who plays Barney's black brother from How I Met Your Mother. What's that guy's name?
I don't know the actor's name.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but whatever. Jace, this movie's bad. No, is it the character or the
That's
actor?
the character.
I need the actor. Here's the thing. This movie is so bad. Okay, here's what happened. They animated the movie, right? They animated it, and everything got destroyed. They lost the entire movie somehow. I think maybe someone was sabotaging it or
Similar
something.
to how when Spencer was making that 10-minute long claymation and then it got fucked up. He's like, fuck it, we're making it shorter.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God! You know, and fun fact, but different, but not unrelated. Did you know that Toy Story 2 accidentally got deleted?
Really?
But they were, but one of the people working on it had a backup on their home computer.
This movie's so bad. It had to reanimate everything. That's why it looks like shit. And I personally believe that this is what drove Charlie Sheen insane. He plays like a talking detective dog. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God, this is dumb.
Oh my God. So okay, I don't even understand. Jace, the premise of this movie, it takes place in a grocery store. You know how in Toy Story when all the toys go away, the toys come to life? Or when the humans go away, the toys come alive? Well, in this movie, when it takes place in a grocery store, and when the grocery store is closed, all of the icons, so
it's kind of like Night at the Museum, but in a grocery store.
Yeah, but in a grocery store, but like with the mascots of food. It's...
Oh boy. You know, I feel like you're looking at the timestamp for how long it is, and you're like, not long enough. Not long enough. All right.
Do we have any alcohol?
Yeah, let me see.
Let's get some alcohol.
Let's get some booze. This is a Bacardi Tropical Rum. That's the shot. I had it once. It smells interesting.
Right.
I'd rather do Captain Morgan's pineapple rum, but
Right.
I'm out of that.
All right.
So here's to watching a shitty Nostalgia Critic.
You don't even know the half of it, okay? I don't even drink alcohol, and
I
I need
only
to do
know
this.
because of all of the shit you're talking about.
All right. Cheers to you, cheers to me. Best of friends will always be, and if we ever disagree, and fuck you and cheers to me. Ah! Oh, that is smooth.
That's not the one I described as smooth. Aftertaste gets ya. All right.
Woo!
Well, let's watch this before.
Let's fucking go!
Let's watch this before it wears off. It's got to start with him just being like, ah. You know when Infinity War came out? A bunch of people were trying to figure out how to do the dust effect.
Yeah.
There was this one video I saw. They're like, no, we're not doing it. No, absolutely not. No. I hope that's how what we see him talking.
I see his
No, we're not reviewing it.
He's gonna go insane.
Or maybe he's drinking.
Oh, sad violin music.
Honey, I'm home.
He just came home from watching it.
Oh, I forgot I'm not married.
Yeah, he's gonna do this review, and
He's gonna hang himself with his tie.
He threw it behind him. Yeah, he's gonna kill himself.
Who's he calling?
Hey, Critic. Heard you're gonna review Food Fight. Good luck to you, man. I heard the Nazis would have used it if they ran out of bullets.
Critic, are you sure you want to review Food Fight? It's the first movie to ever get a -% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wait, really?
I don't know.
Nostalgia? Critic. This is the Irony Grocery Store. We were hoping to indulge your nervous breakdown by advertising a series of Trigger products. Mr. Clean, Mrs. Buttersworth, and Starkist Tuna are all on sale this week. Irony Grocery, a division of Threshold Entertainment.
You missed.
Destroy it! Down the garbage disposal! That's right. Yes.
No!
Fuck him up.
Office. What is he gonna? He's office space. Ah! I thought he was gonna office space.
Light the
it.
fire. Perfect. Fuck this. You're gonna clean that up, though. Just rolling around in it. What?
Oh, no.
Oh no.
What the hell is Food Fight? Why does everybody want me to review it?
Well, according to our research, Food Fight is one of the worst, if not the worst, animated film of all time.
Worst? Like, worst?
It only came out last year, but it seems to be growing an underground following at a surprisingly rapid rate.
If our data serves
Wow, that was
correct,
perfectly
this film
synced.
could be as popular as The Room and Birdemic combined. It could easily be the next big thing.
Only a few online critics have reviewed it so far, which means its potential can still be milked like a lactating Clarabelle cow.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that if I jump aboard the bandwagon before it even becomes a bandwagon, I could be one of the front runners of the bandwagon?
Potentially.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to be at the center of one of the most popular bad anime films of all time.
I wouldn't be too hopeful, critic. Here's a video of the last person who tried to review this movie.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Jumps off the building. Crashes. Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Taking those
I'm
numbers.
sure he's
It's what you
fine.
can do to indulge the brilliant intellectual minds I decided to write for you all of a sudden.
Not typing at all.
Well, it's a little hard to talk about this piece of shit without addressing its background.
Here we go.
The film was supposed to be sort of the Wreck-It Ralph of food icons, combining copyrighted characters often seen in grocery aisles. It was also supposed to come out in 2002, but due to production problems, copyright issues, and even somebody stealing the footage. Really? Somebody wanted to steal this? The film was tinkered, altered, and pushed back to 10 years later. But thank God 10 years doesn't make a difference to such Hollywood giants like Hilary Duff, Chris Kattan, Eva Longoria, and 24/7 Dodger of controversy Charlie Sheen. I'm sure all of these people will be just as big in 2000
Wayne Brady, that's
as
his
they
name.
were in 2002.
You'll be sorry!
There's even reports that apparently $65 million went into making this stinker. $65 million?
What?
Here's a frame of reference. John Wick's budget was only $20
At
million.
least the size and scale of the production can be impressive. So let's find out by taking a look at Food Fight.
Good night, Mr. Leonard. Don't work too late now.
Just closing up. Nothing much happens around here after dark.
$65 million, folks. Clearly the money is on the screen. By God, look at this. How could that amount of money go into something that's so shitty looking? What? Was somebody actually deranged enough to team up Uwe Boll and Tommy Wiseau as this film's budget accountants? The money laundering from this must be a loophole black hole. So we see a store
Back
closing
into
down
the-
for the night called Marketopolis Market. Redundant? Much redundant? When the real world opens up inside. I'm not exactly sure how this works, if the store actually transforms at night or if Marketopolis is a state of being. But this world exists and can only be described as what your nightmares would look like if they were rendered properly.
Oh!
I'm so excited to...
What the fuck is
And at the
this?
foreground of this world is Charlie Sheen's character, Dex Dog Detective.
Hey, hairless hamsters. Want some of this?
And I know what you're thinking. Boy, have the Ratchet and Clank games really gone downhill.
Nice.
But actually, it's just Dex saving a bunch of kittens from a villain that, like in most bad movies, won't connect to anything else in the plot.
It is you, the great Dex Dog Detective, who's about to take a fall. If I had a raisin for
My God, this is dumb.
Hey, what?
My mother would be so ashamed.
Okay, it's just you and me, fat cat.
Now, Fork.
Wait a minute.
What?
What was that character's name?
Listen up, fat cat burglar. I'm giving you one last chance.
Okay, first of all, Disney, sue something. Second, is the movie actually so stupid that it can't tell the difference between a rat and a cat? I mean, look at that thing. It's so fucking obviously a rat. $65 million and they can't even tell the difference between a rat and a cat? Isn't it kind of a no-brainer you don't give $65 million to a person who would fail a Fisher-Price Barnyard Animals game?
The kitty cat goes...
Squeak, squeak! Give him all our money! Clearly we're dealing with artistic genius here!
I pooped myself.
Give him an
Nice.
extra grand.
Give him an extra grand for them.
So the kittens are saved by McGruff the crap dog. For the record, I was also considering Indiana Bones. And he heads on over to, what else? His sassy black sidekick.
No.
Dog, you think you're talking to?
Conker?
Oh, pizza. Go, I told you.
Is that his name?
I have no idea what his name was.
Brought to you by
Red Squirrel?
racism from Transformers 2.
Oh no!
Wayne Brady has this frightening combination of teeth and fever dreams. Who gets excited when he learns that Dex is going to ask his sweetheart to marry him? Who is his sweetheart?
I knew you'd find me.
Ah!
What the fuck is that? That scariness is apparently Sunshine Goodness, played by Hilary Duff. A cat mascot for Raisins created by a designer who clearly has to
look,
ask
they
himself
predicted
more
Faunus.
questions about his sexuality.
Hungry, tough guy?
Hiya, kitten.
How about we get Chef Boyardee to make us a huge feast-amongst dinner?
And yes, I too realize that she looks much more like a human and practically nothing like a cat. Are cats hard to draw? Did a cat snub you at a party so you refused to portray them on any form of film? The idea of them getting married gets Daredevil Dan so touched that he
Daredevil
cries
Dan?
pellets. But Sunshine has to head out before Dex can pop the question.
Don't worry. It'll just be a minute. Save my ice cream. I'll be right back, okay?
And we never saw her again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this on you. We all know that's pretty much what you're saying. Sure enough, she does disappear, and 6 months later, Dex gives up the dog detective business and decides to open up a club called the Copa Banana. While that's going on, a salesperson played by Christopher Lloyd comes in, and what the hell am I at?
I'm your new brand X representative.
I wasn't expecting any new products.
Your customers won't know how they live without brand X.
Okay, this went from submitting a stick figure to an art museum embarrassing to shitting your pants in front of Pixar claiming it's your magnum opus embarrassing. Though we'll see how that turns out. But what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, I'll make space. It's practically addictive. Survival of the fittest, Leonard.
Was it really somebody's dream to give a personality to mask number 5 from The Dark Knight? Would you trust a guy if he was selling something and looked and acted like this?
Good evening, madam. Can I interest you in my product? It's called Evil Poison Bites Death.
I'm sorry, that doesn't seem like a product I'd be interested in.
Oh, come now. It'll provide your business with the wholesome, attractive image of Satan's anus that it so desperately needs.
I'm going to knee you in the crotch if you don't leave right now.
That's just what the Jehovah's Witness said.
Yep.
Be
Nice.
honest, I came on too strong, didn't I?
A little bit.
So the grocery store owner, of course, agrees to such a puppy dog looking man, and Brand X begins to be brought into the store. Back in Sam and Max Hit the Sauce, we see Dex makes his way to Casa de Cameo, which is the hangout for big name icons like Mr. Clean,
Mr. Clean,
the Tuna, and the California Raisins. The funny thing is that the people who obviously said no to using their product icons in this movie all have really ugly, really bitter substitutes that, I guess, are trying to stick it back to the people who denied the use of their image. Like, this is their version of Chiquita Banana.
Do I look like the Dairy Queen to you?
And this is obviously supposed to be the Keebler Elves,
I hate you! No, Sue! Get in.
the Brawny Man, and gee, a chocolate cereal vampire? I wonder who that's supposed to be.
Chocolate vampire used to have cards.
Looking pretty good for biting it.
Most of them are portrayed as either stupid, ugly, or not very helpful. It's kind of like the movie's way of saying, oh yeah, You missed out, guys. You too could have been in a movie where farting is the highlight and people trip into other people's butts. I think we know who the losers are in this deal.
I wonder how many people walked out of the
I guess
theater.
the representative
Me.
of Brand X in this
I'm
world
leaving.
is Lady X. A supposedly sexy seductress with the dead, lifeless eyes of a plastic blow-up doll and a personality just as interesting to match.
Of all the produce bars and all the supermarkets in all the world, she had to walk into mine.
Casablanca?
Not to mention, every scene that has Dex in it has to end in a bad pun. And I know what you're thinking, oh, Nostalgia Critic, you say every about everything, but no, literally, every scene ends with a bad pun.
Time to banana split out of my club.
Ugh.
Mums are just a hill of coffee beans. Let's snap, crackle, and pop out of here. How the ho-hos can this be happening? I don't know if I can cut the mustard. I've got a bone to pick with this guy. Holy chips. It sure does a body good.
Some of them don't even make a lick
Did
of
you not
sense.
drink it all?
Let's strawberry jam out of here.
I just needed a little bit more. I tried to get
The only thing more demeaning than
little
that
lickings.
is all the sexual innuendos. Oh yeah, there's a ton of those in this too.
I want to scrub your bubbles, Dad.
It warms my heart the way you love my raisins.
She's got a real sweet tooth for chocolate.
You already eat through to his hollow center.
Are those melons real?
There are some stains you can never wash out.
Dan's your man. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Because a movie like this clearly needs that adult edge for the audience they're obviously going for.
What can I say? Chicks dig chocolate.
Like there's some grown-up somewhere watching this movie with their kids saying, well, I was gonna turn this off and not expose my child to such a piece of shit, but then it acknowledged I'm a pervert in a way that my kid won't understand. This movie gets me. The innuendos are so many and so strange, you have to wonder if the director had some sort of other sexual agenda on his mind.
Crying over spilt milk.
This is a fetish film.
Yep.
Between the innuendos, the cat lady, and the fact that every outfit this woman wears, even a dominatrix would say is too silly, fetish film.
Yep. Nice.
And by the way, plaid gloves? Really?
That's extra.
The design is so weird that creates the illusion that her hands are on backwards. On top of that, it looks like her arm is melting in Al Borland's shirt. Is this actually a popular thing and I just never noticed?
You've been through the wash plenty. I can see it in your eyes.
So Dex starts to notice something along with stereotype number 20 here.
Are you saying what I think she's saying?
Hey, what's yous Italians getting upsets about, sis? That being that Lady X is starting to rub out the other characters.
Oh, you have to help me, Dex, before I go bald. Not bald isn't beautiful.
I don't get involved.
Really? Mr. Clean showed up just for that one joke? He wasn't even around in the rest of the scene, and suddenly he appears when they said the word ball, and now he's just stuck there. Look at him! He's just standing around like, is there anything else you wanted me to do? Was I really just a pawn in your lame-ass little punchline?
He showed up just to be insulted.
I have a PhD in physics.
There's a part earlier in the movie where like some mud splashes all over his clothes. He got dirty, and I thought that was fine.
Or I'll just look over here. Yeah, I'm sure I'll show up when you make another boob joke. Shouldn't take long. So Dex decides it's time to go get some answers from the street.
From the streets.
Everybody seems...
What the fuck?
Oh my god, his dick's talking. His dick's talking. That's it. Game over, man. Game over.
Mayhaps a reward for the reckless rodent?
Tell me you wouldn't be shocked if they went that direction.
Nope.
But this dish is extra spicy.
Yeah, something else you'll notice is the motion capture arm acting. I guess because the expressions in this movie are non-existent, all the acting comes through how much the characters awkwardly wave their arms. It's like watching C-3PO have a seizure.
Oh,
but even he somehow would have more expression on his face than these guys.
Not that bald isn't beautiful.
R2-D2, where are you? So Dex and Dan go to get some answers from, you won't believe this, another scary demon of hell.
Oh no.
Dex,
Ah!
why not Dr. Pepper, Dr. Anybody but me?
I'm just gonna close my
This guy
eyes
is
and break
80%
those
nose.
Brand X, daytime!
No, it only got worse.
Oh!
Well, at least they're not pulling the ultimate insult by giving him a stereotypical Jewish accent.
But it's in the expiration station, and at the other end of the store. Now you'd never make it there before the supermarket opens. It's daytime!
I didn't drink enough.
Are there any other groups you like to insult? I mean,
Asians.
the race is so vast and full of variety, I'm sure you can find the black face of every single person on the planet. In fact, why even focus on a group? Why not just show us ugliness in any shape or form? You're good at that. Don't even give a reason. Just use it in this scene where they now physically exist in the store, again adding no continuity to how the fuck this world works. And just throw in whatever terrible, ungodly thing comes out of your head. Larry, I am Oh my god, I get it! I totally get it now! This movie is punishment for me to repent all the terrible things I
How the fuck did this even become a movie? At no point did anyone involved in the production process of this say, fuck that.
I was the one who told Taco Bell to make a breakfast menu. I was the one who told John Travolta how to pronounce Idina Menzel. I was the one getting rid of the cartoons on Cartoon Network. Just take me out of this scene.
Oh, you missed it. He was confessing all of his terrible sins. Oh my god. The movie's over.
I think we need a break. Here's some commercials. For the love of God, don't make a movie out of them.
This is rough.
That was not a break. That was not a break.
So they come across a mascot who's a chocolate vampire for a chocolate cereal. Clearly, this is supposed to be Captain Crunch.
Yep.
I am the undead. All right? The undead. No, you're not dead, but you're not exactly living either. It's sort of like being in summer school. Oh, come on, that's funny.
No, it's not.
Funny. Let's not lose our senses of humor.
You have to have
you never had one in the beginning.
So they decide to get all the brands together to stop the evil Lady X and her Brand X army. But not before her head of the guards tries to shut down the Cocoa Banana.
No.
And unless you care to suffer a long, cruel explanation,
No.
you will sing your allegiance.
Why is he dancing?
Oh no, they got Tim Curry in on this too. Why, Tim? Why?
I was seeing if I could do anything more demeaning than saying Ducks Rock. This is a very clear sign that I can.
Brand X, it's simple and plain. Brand X, it's different but all the same.
But Dex comes in and starts singing their triumphant song. The French national anthem.
What? What?
Brand X, it's simple and plain.
We protect and proudly serve ourselves.
Gee, this scene looks familiar. In a way that, unless you saw the original movie, this would make absolutely no sense whatsoever. And it's extremely unlikely any little kid would have seen this movie, so this probably makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
I don't get the
If you
reference.
haven't guessed it yet, they're clearly paying homage to barbed wire. Look, I know it's Pamela Anderson's greatest performance, but it's unlikely most children have viewed its genius.
Is that a joke? I don't get it.
Me neither. Probably because we haven't seen it.
Nope. So what should we do to France to
So
get
he comes
revenge?
back with a bigger army, and it looks like their battle has just begun.
Hey, scooch this way more so you can be more centered.
He's on the roof. Get him.
Oh my god, all those soldiers are just so copy and pasted.
Wow. Absolutely outstanding detail. Surely they must have asked Pixar to do this breathtaking work of genius. Actually, they did. And after reading the script, not only did they send this terrible animation as a joke, but they also attached a handwritten note saying, "Go fuck yourselves," signed by John Lasseter. But the director was so lazy, he used the clip anyway.
Oh, come on.
And wow, look at this amazingness. Surely they must have asked DreamWorks to have this incredible work done. Actually,
They did.
And after they read the script, they sent them this spit-in-the-face render, while also sending out a picture of Spielberg, Katzenberg, and Jeffen all mooning the camera and giving But again, the
He
director
was so lazy, he used the clip
clip
anyway.
Wow. Unbelievable wow. Surely such epic magnitude must have been asked to be done by Blue Sky Studios. Actually, they did! And they asked if they can turn it into a horrible franchise. Don't be shocked if you see this coming soon to a theater near you.
Ugh.
Hey, look, there's the Twinkie guy. I'm sure he's gonna do something really big and really important coming up. After all, he is one of the biggest characters on the poster, along with these other icons you've barely seen in the movie. Hell, Dex and Sunshine are 1/3 of their size. Surely all of them are gonna get together and do something huge in the movie's climax.
Why would you assume that?
Say nothing, pretty much do nothing, and take a back seat to graphics worse than the Money for Nothing video. And, okay, a lot of you might be shouting, that's phenomenal false advertising in a film that is absolutely nothing but advertising. But this is incredibly common of even good films. Heck, I once saw a Star Wars poster where the main focus was the mouse droid. And we all know what a gigantic part he played, right? The movie would have been nothing without him.
Run while you can, Dex Dog Detective. For soon I'll have you sitting up and begging for mercy. Exobites, fly!
What the fuck?
Launch out of my badge! There's enough fetish fuel in this movie for everybody! Dan and the others try taking flight to stop her, as Dan is just doing stuff you don't do on an airplane. It doesn't connect to anything at all, it's just stuff.
M&M chocolate.
Look, here's a $65 million comic.
65 million?
Would you like to do something funny with it? So Dex makes it to Lady X's headquarters and discovers, big fucking shock, that she was behind Sunshine's disappearance the whole time.
I'll just leave you to it.
As I pirouette off screen. Nice.
Raisins, Dex! Sunshine gets her hands untied, throws a raisin to Dex, which he uses as a weapon, so he can untie the hands we clearly just saw she untied herself.
Oh. Well, this isn't very much fun, is it? I think I just wet myself. It feels rather nice.
What the fuck?
Tish. Moo. The.
I'm sorry. I thought you were...
I'm here. We're together.
She blind?
I never stopped believing in you, Dex.
Did she go blind?
Yeah.
Since the last time we saw her? I don't think she's looked him in the face once during this scene.
I never stopped believing in you,
I
Dex.
never stopped believing in you,
It is
Jace.
sex, right? Unless Scooby-Doo took steroids and somehow fought his speech impediment. But the spastic 80s rocker enters their world, or was he always part of the world, or is he sometimes in the world and sometimes not, or is this all just some sort of unique punishment program they use in the Matrix? And the entire town decides they have to bring him down. And now, finally, we learn the big, disturbing, shocking twist. The villain of the movie the whole time was the villain of the movie.
So you built yourself a human robot and recalled Sunshine, then you stole her essence to make your elixir for Brand X.
What?
No.
Wow.
All anyone ever wanted was that sweet sunshine goodness. No one bought my beautifully genetically giant prunes.
But how did you get in and out of the store?
What the fuck?
You're an Ike.
Perhaps if I do more ballerina twirls, the answer will become clear.
When you look like this, you can get them to do anything. But enough about me. Let's kill you!
So we partake in more sex puns.
Tell me something. Are those melons real?
Some horrible CGI fighting.
You're not so tough now.
Look out, you almost convinced me of the illusion of animation. And we quite literally have a cat fight between the two attractive women of the film.
The bimbo's mine. Get ready, ladies, because I'm gonna kick you where the sun don't shine.
And then the hot furry chick kicks the ass out of the hot dominatrix, all while the men make wicked funny jokes about her melons. And then she gets turned into an ugly woman.
I have half-assed stories sitting on an old laptop I had when I was like 11, and they're better than this garbage.
With Mr. Twinkie, Mr. Clean, a bunch of our products, but who cares? It's done. It's finished. My magnum opus for the horny, furry S&M catfight boxing fanfiction forum is finally completed. All I have to do is submit it.
Oh no! I just sent it to my big shot agent in Hollywood! I'm ruined!
You want $65 million?
Why the hell do they want $65 million for it?
Yeah.
Sunshine Chip slapped her back to ugly.
Gross.
All I ever really wanted was you. Well, you and world domination.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a spam.
I'm done! I'm fucking done, Jace!
Right behind you.
2 hours later.
Drop!
No!
We're finishing this!
No!
We're finishing
I don't
this!
have to take this, Jace!
You ever make me watch garbage like this again? Friendship over. It's like, you watched Food Fight?
This
Friendship
is the
over.
movie that turned Charlie Sheen insane.
Yes!
I mean, really think about it. The timelines add up. He constantly had to be called back for redos, and if you had to return to this for 10 fucking years in a row, wouldn't it kind of make sense that you would start talking like this?
It was epic. The run I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just look like droopy-eyed, armless children.
Good job, Boopie. Good job. So Sunshine agrees to marry Dex. A last-minute message is thrown in for no reason.
We saved each other because the secret is inside. Inside all of us.
Whatever that means. And just when you think you're allowed to flee this cauldron of eye rape, they decide there's so much more funny they need to get out.
I want to see what's under that hat.
I love you, kitten.
Are we going insane?
So that was Food Fight.
Oh, for a minute there, I almost felt a tear. Why are you afraid to express your emotions?
Charming. So that was Food Fight.
No! Wait. Yeah, no, I'm still a little cold. Here on the bright side.
Nicely done. So that was Food Fight.
You really cut the cheese on that, Lieutenant Duck?
I want to strangle someone. Can I choke you?
Every
No.
second you speak is killing something I used to love inside of me. Will you please just shut up? God! This is awful! That's awful! I'd much rather read the credits like I'm reading a memoriam of poor people who dedicated their lives to this horribleness. All adding up to shit. $65 million of shit.
That's what boggles my mind.
You know what?
$65
The
million.
movie doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, it does. A lot. But the point I'm trying to make is whether it was made for $65 million or just $65, there is nothing to be proud of in this movie. Everybody should be ashamed for even acknowledging it exists. I feel like Beelzebub's ballsack just for drawing attention to it. The animation is the worst. They never look alive. The jokes are the worst. They never once get a laugh. The characters are the worst. They're all just stereotypes of stereotypes. The plot is the worst. It's a joke. Literally, it's all written as a joke, but one with no good setup or punchline. It is one of the worst pieces of commercialized dog shit I have ever seen in my entire life. And given the roundup of movies I've done over the years, that's saying a lot. In fact, I don't think Human Hands could have made it. I think something much more horrendous and disrespectful had to pull its energy together and make something so awful.
What's the punchline?
I just figured it out. The horrible CG animation, the awful stereotypes, the tremendously unfunny humor, the fact that everything in this movie is despicably awkward and unnatural. My God! I know who directed this film! Also need way more fart jokes. Lots of more fart jokes. This is gonna be
It all makes sense, Jace.
For hell's motherfucking heart, I stab at thee!
Yes!
Wait a minute.
Oh, boo!
Oh, doodle!
It is done. But the evil will never truly go away. This is the worst animated film I have ever seen. Hands down, no comparison. Its scars are left deep inside of me. Why did I do it? For you.
For you, goddammit!
Because I know that I have seen the worst. I know that no other form of animation will ever be worse than Food Fight. And because of that, I know for a fact that this film will forever, in the history books, always be seen as passe! way!
Yep, since you started the review, the movie's popularity has already died out.
But that was a fucking half hour ago.
Well, that's practically 5 years in internet time.
Yes, people knew it was going
She's
to be
wearing
the
the
next
plaid
popular
gloves.
thing to mock.
So they decided not to mock it at all.
Wait, so the popularity of something can fade even before it becomes popular?
Mm-hmm. We call it the hipster effect.
Knowing something is going to be ironically cool suddenly makes it traditionally cool.
So, to be ahead of the curve, they decided to not even make it ironically cool.
Hell, even thinking about it probably cuts its lifespan in half.
So you're telling me that sitting through all this misery, the worst animated film of all time was?
A complete waste of time.
Sorry, buddy.
Our video gets
And
demonetized.
there's nothing I can do about it?
Not unless you want to somehow do a review of the Attorney General of Crimea.
She is on fire right now. Oh, she is adorable.
Oh, I just want to eat her up.
Oh, look, she smiled.
Oh, she's like the Jennifer Lawrence of warfare.
I just want to pinch her cheeks, but I respect her.
Oh yeah, this is what happens. That's about it. That's what we're feeling right now, aren't we?
To all those critics, foolish enough to think that they can review Food Fight, I won't lie to you about your chances. You have my sympathies. It will not leave you the same way it found you. Its scars run deep. If there is anyone out there damn insane enough to try and take on this film, all I have to say is, be strong. Be brave.
Yo, here's some thought for like the entire second half.
What?
So Aziz Ansari has this one of his specials is called Dangerously Delicious, and one of his bits is about a guy who has sex with a bowl of macaroni and cheese.
No.
Yes, it is. That is what it is. And he made the point how this guy, he was like making a point. This guy is like, and then I put the condom on. We're like, what did you put a condom on for? He's like, I'm not trying to get cheese all over my dick.
That means he
It's
took the time.
He took the time to go find
a
box
condom.
Of, he went to. I'm saying it.
I wanted to say something. I want to be a part
He's
of
one.
it.
He took the time to go find a box of condoms, open the box of condoms, take a condom out, open the condom wrapper, take out the condom of the wrapper, put the condom on his penis, go back to the macaroni. At no point in any of that process did he think, you know what? Maybe I don't need to fuck a bowl of macaroni and cheese. Maybe I could do literally anything else, and it'll be a better use of my time.
Better use of my time.
But this movie is evidence that people don't think like that.
Would you rather make this movie or fuck a bowl of macaroni and cheese?
I'd rather fuck a bowl of macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know what? Wear the condom so you can have sex with the macaroni and cheese and then eat the macaroni and cheese. Thank God we had a shot.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, it's like two more things to add to that. I heard this from another comedian. Yeah. Basically, it's like how being able to do something and being willing to do it are two different things. Like you're in an alleyway. Some guy suddenly comes up, puts a gun to your head, and it's like, you fucking design me a house right now, or you're dead. Be like, tell my family I love them. Bang, you're dead. Because you're not an architect.
Design a house.
But you'd easily design a house if you could. But what if he were to tell you, fucking go have sex with another dude right now? Be like, well, where is he?
I'm just imagining like me walking up to you with a gun. Yo, what year did the United States annex Puerto Rico?
But I mean, through the screenwriters, the directors, the actors, voice actors, motion capture, everything that went on through this movie, not one of them decided, fuck this shit.
I think at a certain point, they're like, we've already spent so much money on this. We have to finish it and make some money back. Like, there's a movie.
Seriously, a $65 million budget?
I'm not even going to look up how much. I will look it up. How much money did this movie make?
Imagine it's negative because people were like, give me a refund. Be like, you didn't even buy a ticket. Be like, yeah.
Nope, give me.
But I have to exist in the same world as this shit.
Oh my god.
What?
It box officed $73,706. That's right. Wait a minute, are you forgetting some zeros, Josh? No, $73,706. A number so low you can accurately determine the ones digit.
It's like when you're in. It's like you're in a. Whether you're performing for people in a bar or or performing for an entire like football stadium. You learn this football stadium. This has to be somewhere between like 2 and 20,000 people. But you're in a bar. Be like, oh yeah, that's 14 people.
Oh yeah.
This movie is ass.
Could you imagine like what the grief strickenness that would have happened if we had like watched the actual movie?
I don't want to.
I
don't want to.
We'd be dead. We would have needed a lot more of these.
Probably would have needed therapy. Counseling.
Oh my god. I mean, I can keep drinking, but I'm not going to forget. It won't go away. Let's watch something good. All right?
Yeah, we need to watch something good.
I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm Josh.
I'm Jace.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Fuck this movie.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Didn't even need to watch it.